So, Will, how do you feel about what happened? How did you feel the offense played?
Not bad. Not bad. I think from an execution standpoint, like a little bit above average. So I think we had a great game plan. It's obviously a really tough defense to go against, and we made a handful of plays, probably more kind of downfield plays like that than we've seen all year, which is cool. And but yeah, I'm proud of how the guys played. It was a weird game in terms of the amount of possessions each team had, and obviously we would have liked to come up with more points, especially on that interception drive. I know that I left at least 3 points out on the board with that. And but yeah, proud of how we played against a really good team.
How frustrating has it been not finishing drives? Because you guys have moved the ball at times without a lot to show for it.
Yeah, it's tough. There's definitely been instances this year of getting into the red zone or the fringe, and just not being able to finish drives. And it's a bunch of different things, but I mean, it's just frustrating for sure.
Will, you and Barry were just fractions off with some of those deep balls early in the season. What kind of growth have you seen over the course of the year?
Has been important for me to make sure that I get him to keep his head up and to keep his confidence up, and to know that he's a really special player and that we're gonna target him and his big plays are gonna come. And I'm just glad that he's been able to keep that right mindset throughout the last few weeks and trust in us and trust in the calls and trust in my throws to get him the ball down the field like that. And it was really cool to see him go up and make a few of those plays today.
Could have been easy to really just throw in the towel after that loss last week. How did you all rally and respond?
I mean, it was pretty easy. I mean, I think that kind of like the message I had last week, we knew that when we play good teams like this, that is enough driving force for us to bring it in, to be prepared. And so I feel like whenever we're playing a highly ranked opponent that is supposed to beat us, we always come ready to play. And that, along with some motivational stuff that Coach Stoops tried to get through to us throughout the week. Buster Douglas came and talked to us yesterday. That's pretty freaking cool to hear stuff like that. So I mean, a bunch of different things, but guys just wanted to get back on the right track, and I feel like the morale after that game is pretty high.
You ran the ball a little bit more. I guess, are you feeling healthier now, a little bit in better shape?
Yeah, I mean, I feel pretty good. I was joking how it's funny that this is the healthiest I've felt after a game all season against the best defense in the country, and that's a credit to the guys up front. I think I only got sacked once today, which is awesome. And yeah, but I feel good. I'm still not 100%, but I mean, it is nice to be able to be involved in the run game a little bit.
Well, you had such a big game against Louisville last year. What can this rivalry game do to kind of send this season out on a high note?
Yeah, I mean, it's really important for us to get a better bowl bid, to get this last win, and to obviously play against our rival. I mean, our in-state rival. A lot of fans have a lot riding on this game, a lot of emotions, and it's a game that each year we got to make sure we win. And I just saw they had a great win against NC State, and I'm excited for the challenge. They got a good team this year. Defense has been playing good, so. Going to go out there and just try to get the win.
How much has this game grown to mean to you as you've been in the program longer now?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be reminded tomorrow. Just the vibes in the facility and then talking to guys. The off season, I mean, that's when the fans come and talk to you and talk about games. They'll talk about the Georgia game, Tennessee game, but it seems like they're talking about the Louisville game more than anything. Just how we have to win that game and how big of a game that is for us. And it's I think I said this last year, but I've never really been a part of a true rivalry game. And even in high school, we had a couple teams that we didn't like, and then Penn State, we didn't really have a true rival. So for Louisville, to have an in-state rivalry like this, it's really, really cool, because I think it just makes the game more fun and gives the guys a little bit extra motivation.
When you're on the sidelines watching the defense come up again and again, third down, fourth down, especially in the first half, what's going through your mind in that moment?
I mean, I just knew that they were playing their tails off, and we had to go out there and respond for them. And it sucks that we had a few drives where we didn't. A couple 3-and-outs in the third quarter were devastating. But that's what happens when you play a team like that, and they played their tails off, and I'm really proud of how they went out there and gave their all.
Last week you mentioned how you were frustrated, how you needed to step up and be a leader for the guys and really kind of say some words. And I noticed that before the game you were kind of talking to the guys. What did you feel like you stepped up as a leader? Like, what did you say kind of going into this week as preparation?
I mean, I said a lot of things to a lot of guys. In our team meeting setting, I talked to the guys and challenged them to come up with a few things that they themselves can consciously focus on throughout the week to improve on. on the field, off the field, and then as a teammate, as a leader. And a lot of guys responded to that and reached out to me and shared with me what they were working on for that week. So it was really cool to get 40, 30 text messages from the guys on the team telling me that they're all in with me and that they're going to bring it all and they're going to work on these things to make sure that they're a better player for this team and this program. So that was really cool to see. And hopefully the guys will continue to have those things in their mind for these next few weeks of the season.
Well, you're basically only throwing freshmen, redshirt freshmen at this point out there, just your receiving core. What does it say about the future of this offense as those guys get better? And obviously you're not going to be here next year, but what the potential is.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's really cool. It's a young team across the board and an inexperienced team across the board, I think. And I know those guys are itching to get more targets and to get more catches, but each week you get more kind of glimpses of what they're able to do and their potential. So I mean, all those guys, some guys that haven't even really seen the field too much that know can be big players for this team. They got to just keep trusting the process. And one of the principles this program is built on is recruiting and developing. And some of these kids, they just need a little bit more developing, and then they're going to be A1 players for us. So it's really cool to have young guys. Would have liked to have them when they're a little bit more experienced in season, but it's been great to play with them.
One or two more guys. Did you tell those young guys it's harder to kind of drown all of that in ways that's been outside the locker room?
Not really. If it is, it's hard for me to tell because they handle themselves really, really well. I think some things, whether it's like just missed assignments during games, just like their mind just kind of is wandering or they're thinking too much, that happens sometimes. But no, they've handled themselves really well, and for the most part, you would never even be able to tell that they're true freshmen out there.